Ms. Benefield, you are now recognized for 5 minutes.
I would like to thank Chairman Terry and Ranking Member Schakowsky and distinguished members of the subcommittee for giving me the opportunity to testify here today. Mr. Chairman, I would like to request that my written testimony and exhibits be admitted into the official record. Thank you.
All members, your statements will be entered into the record.
My name is Donna Benefield, and I'm the Vice President of the International Walking Horse Association. I've been involved in the administration of 4 USDA certified inspection programs over the past 25 years. I have inspected thousands of horses for compliance with the Horse Protection Act and its regulations. I have been in hundreds of meetings here in Washington, D.C. with the USDA and the Tennessee walking horse industry to achieve reform in the industry and compliance with the federal law. When Congress passed the act in 1970, their intent was to eradicate soring, not regulate it, as is being done today under the current horse protection regulations. On April 27, 1979, the Federal Register published the following, quote, "If the horse industry makes no effort to establish a workable self-regulatory program for the elimination of sore horses, or if such a program is established but does not succeed in eliminating the sore horse problem within a reasonable length of time, the department will give serious consideration to the prohibition of all action devices and pads," end quote. This industry has had over 40 years to rid itself of this abuse, and for numerous reasons has not only resisted, but has refused reform at every turn. They have maintained control and regulated soring through fear and intimidation for decades. Back in the 1980s, there were headlines on the front page of the Nashville, Tennessean newspaper regarding death threats on me. The FBI became involved in arranged protection for my husband and me for many years. In the 1990s, we had a horse killed. Years later, another horse was poisoned at a horse show. Due to the time constraints, I'm going to share with you only a few of the things that are done to these horses to enhance their gait and to avoid detection of and a violation of the Horse Protection Act. What they do to sore a horse. Caustic chemicals are applied to the pasterns, ankles, the cannon bone, or the shin of the horse. Then wrap the legs in plastic for 24 to 48 hours. They are tied to the wall. They put duct tape around the wraps to prevent the horse from chewing the wraps off their legs due to the intense pain. They will use an electric grinder to sand the soles of the feet down to the quick until beads of blood come to the surface before applying the shoe. They will insert foreign objects between the soles of the horse's feet and stacks. They will pressure shoe a horse by standing a horse on steel bolts or wooden blocks. They will sand a strip of the hoof wall down to the quick, apply a band across the top of the area and tighten it down with a screwdriver to create pressure on the sensitive hoof wall or to create additional pressure to the sole of the pressure shod horse. I have seen the bands sheared off the hoof near the top of the hoof many times, leaving the horse standing on a bloody nub in a pool of blood in the show ring. At a recent seminar, one of the industry vets instructed attendees what supplies to have in their grooming kit so that they were prepared when this happens. The reason why these things are not detected during inspection: they steward the horses. Stewarding is when a person will do a mock inspection of the horse's pasterns while another person will hold the horse. When the horse reacts to the pain, the person will hit the horse in the head with a 2x4, an axe handle, or a baseball bat, among other things, until he stops reacting to the pain. I've seen this many times. He then has been taught not to react during the inspection at the horse show, as seen on the ABC Nightline show with Jackie McConnell that you just saw. They use numbing agents applied topically or injected by the trainer or a sympathetic industry vet to block the pain at shows. They will apply alligator clips to the scrotum, anus, vulva, tongue, tail, or the teats of the horse to create a painful distraction during the inspection. They put zip ties or piano wire on the gums of the horse and pull it very tight, creating pain to take their mind off of the pain on their feet. They use glue on hair, tattoo ink, sprays, graphite, among other things to hide the illegal scars. They put bit burrs under the saddle girth and cinch the girth up tight to create pain to distract the horse. Salicylic acid is used to remove scars. They slather a paste of salicylic acid and alcohol cut heel or DMSO or whatever onto the pastern, wrap them in plastic for 24 to 48 hours to cook. The horse will typically lie in his stall, breaking out in a sweat, moaning with pain, and resist getting to his feet. They then have to go into the stall and beat the horse to his feet, as was seen in the ABC Nightline Jackie McConnell show. After 48 hours, they will take the wraps off and the skin begins to slough off. They then begin the tedious process of literally combing the skin off of the leg, thereby hopefully putting the horse back into compliance with the current horse protection SCAR rule regulation. Excuse me. The AVMA and AEP recently issued a statement on the impact of the pads and chains. Quote, "What the science says is that raising the heels, placing a horse on pads and wedges 8 degrees can cause the horse to stumble and tire easily. Additionally, horses placed on pads and wedges showed inflammation of the flexor tendon area of the pastern. Chains that weigh 6 ounces will start to cause hair loss without the use of chemical irritants. Chains heavier than 6 ounces used on horses that have been previously sored will cause open lesions within 2 weeks. We're happy to say we did our homework, and yes, the science that's available appears to support our position. However, the industry has once again missed the point of the AVMA and AEP's decision. The AVMA and AEP's
Please
primary
wrap up.
concern is that the chains and pads are used to exacerbate and hiding soring. For this reason, IWHA endorses this bill, and we're here today asking for the passage of H.R. 1518 amendment to correct this chronic 43-year-old problem.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.